Hello. Hello. Happy Friday. Friday, August 15th. I guess we're halfway through the month. That's insane. That's insane. But we've got, for you guys, some boxes of OP12. We've got 4 boxes. It's hard to say with this. Also, if I'm too loud, let me know. Looks like I'm peeking it just a little bit, but probably fine. Creeper Justice for 21 months. Thank you very much. Thank you for a quick Twitch Prime sub to start the day. My goodness, I cannot talk. But yeah, we got 4 boxes. Hopefully, you know, we'll get 4 copies of Kuma in these 4, so we'll be good. I don't need to open any more boxes. We also have our first tournament with OP12 a week from Tuesday, and signups go live this Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to that. You just got the manga? Whoa, congratulations, man. Super cool. Super cool for that. I've opened about almost a case for every set, and I've only gotten 1 manga. It was a Silver Israeli, which I wish I kept, but it's okay. Gold Blackbeard, I'll try. Yeah, those would be pretty tough. And then also, we have Wednesday night One Piece is returning this Wednesday. With the, you know, we're gonna do an OP12 edition with all 6 leaders, so should be a good time as well. Shobahu, thank you very much. Happy Friday. 4th manga, oh my goodness. Creeper Justice, I'm gonna need you to give me a little bit of that luck, because I am not in that lifestyle. That is really nice. That is really nice. Yeah, I honestly, I wish I kept the silvers. It was, I sold it for a good price. I think I can probably buy one back for less than what I sold it for right now, but it's just a beautiful. I play so much of like Marco and cards that use that, so it's insane to not to. 300 displays. Okay, I don't. Oh boy, 300 displays across 12. That is 2.5. What is that? Like 25 cases? Is that right? Let me see. Let's do math together. 12 times 25 is 300. Wow, it is. Wow, that's crazy. Sometimes I surprise myself. So that's almost, that's essentially 2 cases of a set, with then probably a couple extra for the SBO1 and stuff. So insane. But thank you for the good luck. Yeah, we've got 4 boxes of this. Also, I couldn't help myself. I got some more Gundam stuff. I know this is a One Piece stream. I know you guys. Honestly, so okay. One weird thing that happens almost every time there's a new Bandai card game. The community from the newest Bandai card game immediately hates the people who are playing the, you know, or like, for example, when Digimon came out, there's a lot of people from the Dragon Ball community who had, did not appreciate Digimon existing, right? And that has kept happening like every time Bandai makes a new game. I haven't seen One Piece players or Fusion World players upset that Gundam's a game, which is really, really interesting. So yeah, both. I think most people just enjoy Gundam. I think the only criticism is that it's hard to get, which is also why I don't want to say how much I got this box for, because you guys would be mad at me. All right, we're gonna make our money back. All right, I just know it. That's why I'm not gonna say how much I got it for. It was not cheap. It was not cheap, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, but yeah, we're gonna open 4 boxes of this. Should be good. And yeah, the first box is like, yeah, it does stink. The One Piece players who started Gundam were you? Dang, that's crazy. I don't even want to ask where you live, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, that guy. Like that can happen. That can happen. Like, you can be either really lucky or very unlucky with the people who are in your community around you. And not even like, you know, there's no, I'm not going to say good people, bad people, but if you just don't resonate with the people that you're playing with, that can be really upsetting. So I feel that. I feel that can be an issue. So I'm sorry that is happening. Let's see, Garpro's and Ante box coming. Oh boy. Oh boy. We can hope. We can hope. So we got 4 boxes. This is all, I think, from the same case, so we'll see if we get anything fancy. I think if I was to get an all-art leader that I wanted, I guess Silver Israeli. Silver Israeli would be a nice one. For Euros, yeah. In general, I found Europe had better allocation, to the point where I don't think Europe got more. I think the interest for Gundam in Europe was a little bit lower than it was in North America. So we'll see. All right, we'll get going. Yeah, I don't think I'll be like. All right, I'm gonna say it. We're gonna get the Rosinante alt art leader, right? It's the one that I really don't want, so it's the one we're gonna get. So yeah, good luck on the boxes. I was thinking, like, it's been about I've been playing this game since release. I didn't even pull the first manga that I got. Yomi did. Yomi opened the pack and she opened the manga. So I have some ground to catch up with. So, you know, almost a year later, I think we can maybe pull another manga. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a demand thing, for sure. But also, Cheeseburger Prince, I don't think I said it. Thank you very much for the subscription. Do appreciate it. We got 2 for the day. This layout, we don't capture that. But all right, I'm just gonna start opening packs. I need to actually start opening packs. I'm not like crunched for time, but I do need to be somewhere this evening. So let me just move this tower of Gundam cards also. All right. Do you guys want me to go all the way through cards? I've never enjoyed going like Shanks, Django, Carne, Sentomaru, Color of Arms, Hockey, Duval. The extinguishes all sound created by your influence technique. Mizurka, Trafalgar Law, Kuzan Leader, Demon Aura 9 Sword Style, Oscar Blades, Draw, Dead Man's Game, and Baby 5. Man, it's insane to see a card with no effect be a rare. Like, that's insane. Like, it's a 2K. Like, I get like why it's a rare, but it's insane just to see it with like, it's almost like a full art, you know, vanilla kind of thing. Go through the first box and skip. Deal. Deal. All right. Inuarashi, Isho, Jewelry Bonnie, Zoro, Bastille, Ursa Shock, Zephyr, Jaguar de Sol, dang, Edward Newgate, Jinbei, and our first Mihawk. This is probably one of the better SRs in the set, so definitely would need 3 or 4 copies of this, so happy about that pull right there. I guess I should probably put the rares elsewhere and then, you know, do the card game opening thing. Just hits. All right. I'll do the streamer thing for the first box, and then afterwards we'll just be like, what do we get? All right, Baby 5, Shiki, Kinemon, Gyukimaru, Will Ring the Bell Waiting for You, Carmen, Poker, Nekomamushi, Morley, Zeph, Sakazuki. Shirahoshi super rare. So if your characters with a base cost 6 or less would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you can turn one card from the top of your deck face up instead. And then also opponent's turn, if you have no other Shirahoshi with a base cost of 2, all your Neptunian cards get a plus 2,000. So I've seen like people put this like in like Eustace Kid sometimes, right? Is that insane? I know that like there's some better cards, but I've been kind of seeing that. Shirahoshi is a really interesting leader, so I do wish that it was like a little bit better, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, for this shirt, yeah. It is indeed blanket. That is actually really good too, that it's like a blanket effect. Morgan, Ice Block, Pheasant Peck, Bastille, 2 Sword Style, Rashom, Virgo, Douglas Bullet, I Love You, Sora, and a Hack. I feel like the names of the events for this set already are just a little bit more ridiculous than normal. Oh, and Kogara, that's true. Nothing super, no big hits missed. Django, Barate? I've seen it, Barate, it's Baratier, that's how it is. I had to be like, there's like a fancy way that they say it. Doflamingo and our first Garp. You may trash 1 card from your hand, play up to 1 blue Navy type character with 8,000 power or less other than Garp from your hand. So I think Sos and I have already talked about what leaders we're going to do for this week's Wednesday night, or I guess next week's Wednesday night One Piece. I think I'm on Zoro, Kuzan, and Koala. I think those are the 3 that I'm on. So I need some cards to help me with those. Limburg, Patty, Duval, Zoro, Buggy, Newgate, Color of the Supreme King Hockey, and hey, you know what? That's a nice one. That is a really, really nice one. This is Demon Aura 9 sword style, Astra Blades drawn, Dead Man's Game. It's the manga alt art. Very, very nice. I got four packs, or four. I got half a case from one source and then an extra box. So four boxes are going to be for me. The other three are going to be for our event next week. But very nice. I'm not like an alt art guy. I'm a sucker for these. If I end up getting a second copy of this, I might just keep these. Because I'm the kind of guy who I don't like having. I like everything having the same art, or everything having different art. So for example, if I'm playing 4 copies of something, it's either has to be all this art, or if there's 4 different arts for it, I'd use the 4 different arts. But because there's already for set 1 for Gundam, there are some cards that have 4 arts already, which is insane. So I've been doing it for that, but we'll see. We'll see if we keep that. I kind of want to. You open 4 displays on Monday. Nice, 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 nice. It's all base, or all, yeah, exactly. There are times where I open boxes where I get like 2 of the same alt arts. I'm like, all right, I'll just full commit and get the other 2 for a playset. But we'll see. Sabo and Vinsmoke Reiju. All right, another super rare here for the Sanji deck, and then Sabo here. It's been kind of weird because there's so many cards, I think, for this set that support older leaders, at least like compared to usual. But everyone's still just playing Zoro, Silvers, and then Blue, Purple, Luffy, right? There's been like a little bit of like Yellow Eustace Kid and stuff, but I don't feel like a lot of the decks that got all of these kind of new cards are playing them. Our first Silver's leader. We're gonna get the alt art later, so we can wait for that. Vinsmoke Sora, and ooh, our first one of these Dons. So I guess maybe I need to open one more box so we can get that, but not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We're opening 4 boxes today. Yeah, I just need to know what the restriction list is. And also, as long as the restriction list is applicable for our OP12, it will be legal for our event on a week from Tuesday. But Carne, Alvida, I Will Make Whitebeard the King of the Pirates, Lammy, Duval, Saul, Roarnor Zoro, Rosinante, Hiyori for our Zoro deck, and a Don Quixote do Flamingo, which is a 7 Warlords. I haven't looked at. What's the yellow deck for this? I guess it's for what's it is? I get 7 Warlords and Supernovas confused sometimes because I'm like, oh, is this a Eustace Kid card? I don't believe it is. I mean, it gets Rush. Probably not worth it though, right? It's kind of like a different version of like a Nell, right? Kind of similar. But you play it in Rosie, obviously. Seto, Mirzurka, Slam Gibson, and ooh, our Monkey D Dragon. On play, you pull 3 evolutionary type cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. If your leader has a revolution army type, play up to 1 character with a cost of 6 or less from your trash. So it is the archetype restricted Gecko Moria, which I think is fair for an archetype like that to have. You play 1 and 2 in Kid still? Okay, gotcha. AK Rush, yeah. Leave space for the Apu blocker, but Apu needs like another Supernova, right? Which we can generally have, but understood. Ivankov, Newgate, oop, we got our first rare Sanji and another rare Sabo. So I'll be honest though, like I haven't done a lot of deck building for OP12, and mostly just because I'm like, I don't want to build for a meta where I don't know what everything is. I'd rather, like even like when we do like reveal seasons, I don't like deck building until we know every card, because I know a lot of people are talking about like OP13 cards already, and it's been our first Zoro. Ooh, another Hiyori. That's good. We need 4 of those. That's halfway through the box, by the way. Doesn't Apu need you to have like something with 2 costs or more? Maybe I'm thinking something else. But yeah, I just don't like deck building for a format where I don't know the constraints for it, I guess. I might have fumbled this hand. I think we got something good. Ooh, we did. Nice. Okay, we did get the Kuma. I do definitely need 4 of this card. So I'm happy to get 1 of them. So on play, trash 1 card from your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. Then this character gets +2 cost until the end of your opponent's next end phase, and then opponent's turn on KO, add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. So very, very nice. 1 of 4. Honestly, like, jokes aside, as long as I get like 2 from these boxes, I don't mind picking up the other ones. But we'll see. What's the other secret rare in this set? It's Bonnie, right? Bonnie, I guess we also need a couple copies of. So it's nice that the fact that there's not like, you know, quote unquote bad secret rare this set. Yeah, I won't say that I'm a oh, there's another one. Okay. I'm kind of caught up. So through context clues of the card game and everything else, I kind of know a lot of it. I watched the first 200 episodes of One Piece, and Yomi's caught up to it. So whenever she's watching, I'll watch it with her. So I have watched like the last 20 episodes plus of the current arc. So I do know the flashback arc and everything. Not arc, but like the story. Yeah, super sad story. They're already down to 20. Oh, that's actually not too bad. That's not too bad for, especially because as someone who's been looking at like Gundam prices, $100 for a playset. Sign me up. Sign me up. Yeah, I've already decided not to name these cards. We're just going through it real quick. All right, Seto. We got the Burst and another Sanji. I feel like there's less rares in this set than usual because we've already gotten like a good amount of repeats. All right, Isho, Ipponmatsu, Crocodile, Rosinante, Virgo, Extinguish, Zoro, Kozuboro, Jin, Konkasser, Kalgara for the Kalgara deck, and a Kuzan. Yeah, because I think we've gotten like 2 Kuzans already too. Yeah, I'm down for Yellow Kid. I've always kind of liked that deck, so I'm super down to try it out. I think it's a cool. I feel like it's been. I understand like what. Oh, this is your first Sanji leader, Rosie, and another. Yeah, we've gotten 3 Hioris out of this box. That's crazy. But yeah, I felt like we were. How do I say it? Yeah, I think Eustace Kid has a chance, and it's been cool to see it do better than average. Because I was playing like a lot of like Blue Yellow Nami, and like 8-Drop Kid has like a lot of the same mechanics for it. I'm always doing like ooh, it's Yasop, everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite SP. Hey, look at that. Woo! This was an interesting box. We got the Yasop, we got the Kuma, and then we got the super playable alt art. Very nice. Very, very nice. What's the best SP from this one? From this? I don't think is Yasop in the top path or not? Because I don't think he is, right? There's Zoro Juro, I know. But what else? What else is there? I'm trying to think. I've kind of went into this box blind, which I know is bad of me, but sometimes I just like opening packs. Yeah, Zoro. Okay, I know Zoro's there. Zoro or Ace, gotcha. Purple Zoro, yeah, because it's the 3-drop purple, right? Yeah, Yasop's quote unquote the worst one, but listen, I'm not too picky. An SP hit because SPs are still 1 a case, right? Jimbei and a Boa Hancock. We need that for our Silver's Rayleigh deck. Tashigi would be worse. Play-wise, yeah. But there's also like the, just the play-wise versus how much the card is worth. Those are 2 different metrics. All right, we got another Demon Ore. This is our regular art one. Ooh, and a Perona. This is I'm actually really happy with this box. This has been pretty good. I think all of are there any LRs that I guess we need Luffy. I think Luffy is the worst one, but man, did we get like, I feel like we got more SRs than we should have. No, we just got 7. All right, we just got 3 hits off of that as well. That's 2 a case, okay. All right, let me find the other one then. Marsha Teach, Baratier, Patty, Never Doubt, Kyukimaru, Monet, Douglas Bullet, this guy, Hack, and Kalgara. So we got double Kalgara. And last pack. Shiki, Karasu, Buggy, Virgo, Bastille, Carmen, Buggy, double Buggy pack. That's insane. Borsellino, and Luffy is the man who will become the Pirate King. There we go. All right, there's one box. Done and done. Oh, I said LR. Oh, dang it. Okay, so to my excuse, I'm going to open 2. I'm going to have a bit of a palate cleanser with a box of Gundam and a star deck. Yeah, this box is pretty sick. I think this is one of the better boxes I've seen in this game. Because what's Deadman's game at right now? Is it like $100? I have not looked at prices at all. I'm guessing that this is one of the more expensive SPs though. Yeah. Didn't know it's possible. Well, the amount of times people have said that to me in my life and I prove them wrong. Just on the pile, baby. Just on the pile. Yeah, that was a hot box. All right, well, I'm glad that we opened this one in person. I'm gonna have a hard time getting a better box than that though. So we'll see. We will see. I'm trying my best though. Oh, we forgot some plastic there. All right. I do like the alt arts for this one. The only thing are the SPs for this one. I do think that it can cause like some people like having a hard time identifying it. I know Pokemon did like a rare like this. So actually no, Digimon did a rare like this one, where it's like the dark red one. I did like the tarot card ones. Those ones are still, I think, my favorite design-wise. Everything's good, but if I was to say one of my favorites, like, yeah, the tarot playing card ones. Those ones are the ones that I like the most. Like, if I could get a playset of, like, the Secret Rare Sanji in that style, especially knowing that card's never getting banned now, that would, at least, it's an evergreen because it has a manga printing in PRB too. I would definitely consider doing that. All right, we're gonna go through these a little bit quicker. Another Demon Sword, and I think this is our first Tashigi, which is insane that we're in box 2 and we didn't get a Tashigi in box 1. Hope all the boxes are hot. Well, we'll try. I'm gonna need this Gundam box to be hot as well. Because Kuma's probably like one of the more universal SRs or secret rares, right? Like. There's no yellow deck that exists. Ooh, Robin, our first one of those. I think like every yellow deck that exists could take advantage of how good Kuma is. So I think that's cool. I also I know people have probably tried it in Japan, it didn't work out, but using it with Queen is really interesting because you make it an 8 cost and Queen doesn't care about the original cost of the card, just the cost of the card. So, but also having it an 8 cost means it's harder to remove. So. Ooh, another Mihawk, 2 of those. Can't be upset about that. Cannot be upset about that. When I'm opening the Gundam box, after this box. So we're going to do 2 one-piece boxes. We're going to open up... my LGS had like 1 of these boxes left. I'm like, you know what? I have 8 copies of Star Deck 1 Gundam, 4 beta ones and 4 regular ones. And I still find myself proxying it. So I'm like, you know what, let's just buy it. Let's see if we get anything fancy. So we'll open that up real quick too. Law, Blow, Sengoku. Ooh, a Shanks alt art. It looks nice. I don't think anyone's playing this card, but it looks nice. What am I have not played any Koala. When I saw that card revealed though, I'm like, all right, per usual, either this deck is going to be the best deck in the game, or it's not going to be able to, like, it can pressure a lot, but it'll never have enough pressure to win the game. And I think it's been more of the latter, where, like, yeah, you can do some burn damage, like your opponent can be in a bad spot, but it hasn't, as far as I've seen, it hasn't done anything in Japan. Ooh, another Reiju. 2 of those. It's played in Shanks? Sorry, Shanks isn't played, is what I meant to say. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe Shanks could be played. But, yeah, that's true. I mean, if Blue Purple Luffy gets banned, I do think that Shanks could be back again. Because that was like one of the things that pushed it out of the meta. I think Green Purple Luffy being around, though, would still deter the deck, but not as bad. Not as bad. All right. Shanks is going to. Wasn't it bad? Wasn't like okay? Maybe I'm misremembering. But didn't EBO2 come out and then Green Purple Luffy made it so Shanks wasn't around anymore? Am I wrong about that? Did I misremember that? Was it just Blue Purple Luffy? Because like Shanks was like one of the best decks in OP10, right? By a good amount. And then another dragon, nice. And then Green Purple came out, and then Blue Purple came out, and then it wasn't played anymore. Okay, Control Shanks. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So the ban. So this is my understanding for the restrictions. So it's going to be announced in Japan. They have a live stream for their finals, which is going on this weekend. And then my assumption is that it will be another Ostro Demon. A 1-drop Vinsmoke Sanji. Can't be upset about that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Is that they're going to announce it, and then during the announcement they'll say when it will take place. I think that it will be okay. Shanks into, but it fold into Peach. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. I just remember doing pie charts, and it's like, well, Shanks is like 50%, and people are saying they're quitting the game because they don't like playing against Shanks, and then it stopped showing up when there's some Luffy cards around. That is my vague recollection. And I'm like, well, one of these Luffy decks must be pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that win was unexpected, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I liked winning. But stream starts in 8 hours, and then ban list in like 4 hours, maybe. Like it. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna go to bed tonight with an alarm at like 2 a.m. and see if I can do like a live reaction kind of thing. Ivankov, Sora, Hack. I'll be honest, this box has not been as hot of a box quite yet. What are the hit rates? Yeah, maybe September 1st. Yeah, I mean, they usually like doing it like at those month dates. It also means that there's like some online regionals treasure cups like the weekend before that, right? There's going to be a regional in Toronto and Florida like the week afterwards. So I would be surprised. Like I have a mild expectation that they're going to do it for our OP12. I wouldn't be. I don't know what word I'd be. I wouldn't be like super upset, I guess. I don't think like the Japanese OP12 meta has been like the worst. It's been like fine, right? Like it's clear that like what decks are good for it, but I don't think it's like needed as much. But I do have like the expectation for it. Yeah, but like the last what 3 ban lists have been universal global ban lists. So. And with them moving towards this game being caught up in both regions around sometime next year, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue that trend. We have a playset of Hioris now, woo! But we'll see. Yeah. In like 7 or 8 hours, yeah. Or at least it starts, yeah. So I guess I gotta be like, I don't know, I have to hit the road tomorrow at like 6 a.m. So I guess I'm waking up at 4 a.m. doing a Sleepy Boy Eggman. This card got banned. And then go from there. But I expect something from Blue Purple to get hit. I think like Giant to 1 wouldn't be that surprising to me. Giant Band would be like a little bit more surprising. I don't know if they're gonna hit. I played some Zoro. I'm like, man, even if you got rid of Hody, like Zoro is like really good still. So I don't know what they do about that. I don't know. Gotcha. Unban the bow. Yeah, I think I would be very surprised if stuff got banned. I think I said this yesterday too, where like people who think Sakazuki is going to get unbanned are people who have a surplus of alt art Sakazuki leaders. They had a monetary gain to say that. I don't think green purple will get hit outside of, yeah, generic giant band restriction. 8 cost wing Gundam? Dang. 9 mom, I could see that card getting hit. It does kind of like break the rules for purple, you know what I mean? I could also see that card like maybe be errated for like a Big Mom Pirates. The issue is that like they're pushing for like purple Katakuri and purple yellow pudding, especially with like SP cards. So if they get rid of 9-drop mom, those decks do get kind of worse. So I don't know. Yeah, the 10, I have seen like people using the 10 Sakas. If we weren't doing, man, this, I feel like we haven't gotten like any hits from this box. We got, so far we've hit 4 super rares and 2 all arts. Yeah. I'm happy that this is the box that we're not going slowly through because it has been less good from the first box. Fill an alt Zoro leader? All right. Purple, yeah, that's fair. It does, I mean, it can. I don't know. Purple Katakuri hasn't been topping enough to say that there's a standardized list. But I get you. I get you. But yeah, if they weren't doing rotation in this game, I could see them like unbanning cards. With them doing rotation, I don't expect them to ever unban cards. Ooh, another Shirahoshi. I think they're just like, we'd rather reprint it. Green Zoro next pack. Freeze for life. All right. Sorry. No Green Zoro. I wouldn't be upset though. I wouldn't be upset. I like the designs of all the leaders in this one though. Garp. I think there's very few times where I'm like, man, the alt art leader for this looks bad. I like the, you know, the quote unquote like Oda hand-drawn ones. Those ones are probably like some of the best ones, but honestly, yeah, the Nami stuff, I don't know. It's been really weird to like observe, like, I don't know, is Twitter discourse the right word for it? But just people being like, oh, this is, you know, formats ruined, games ruined, like just off of one card reveal like that. It's obviously going to be really good for Nami, right? And so, like, it wouldn't be surprising if they do ban the leader. I personally wouldn't be upset. I'm not one person who's, like, calling for it to be banned, but that it is a little wild. I do like the response to all that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, like, a lot of it just, none of them I would feel bad for using, I think, for, like, the alt art leaders, but yeah, like the Oda hand-drawn ones I like a lot. I like the Marco leader is like, even though it's like, I don't know, how has it like, Marco photoshopped himself. I like the design of that one too. Like OP8 had some good alt art leaders too. So I like the idea of like some of the ones where it's like, it's like a, you know, a captain with his crew or something behind it, but sometimes it makes it difficult to identify who your leader is. So the alt arts they did for OP3 are like interesting and like iconic. Another boa, nice. All right, let's hope that's the worst box that we open today. We'll hope that. All right, that's half of our boxes of 4 though. Yeah, OP3, but yeah, it doesn't rotate for, you know, what, a year or so, right? OP10, yikes. What does OP10 ones look like? Let me just remind myself. The fact that I don't remember them outright, though, is not a good sign. OP10 category leader. They're fine. I don't really have. I like the Usopp one. They're not obscenely good for OP10. I'll say that. Usopp, that's funny. Usopp's my favorite one. But that's like just talks about how like subjective it can be. It's insane to me where I'm a pretty, I would say, objective channel. Like I make it pretty clear like when something is an opinion or like is a subjective take, but people still go like wild with it. They're just like, oh, I can't believe Eggman believes this. But all right. Palette cleanser. We got a Gundam box. Star Deck. I need more of the Star Deck 1 Gundams. So let's see. No God Pack. All right. Unfortunate. But our bonus pack. Bonus pack is. Oh, it's a common plus. All right. Please be a good common. Please. Because if vanilla, I'm going to lose it. Ooh, actually, this is like the best one. Nice. That is sick. This is a sick hit. That is a good one. Yeah, base all art. If I was to get a common base hit or common plus hit, white base is one of the better ones. I think the only other one I would have liked maybe a little bit more is like Amuro. So, what time is the ban list? It's like in 12 hours. All right. Quick Gundam box opening. And we'll see. And I think you get what? You get eight LRs and 2 all arts in this. And then also a common plus resource. And some other goodies. Unforeseen Incident. That's true, except for Unforeseen Incident has promo all arts. So white base is definitely one of the best ones, especially because like you guys can't see this. I don't think I can do it on camera. When it's textured, so like the Gundam and like the base are on like a different, like they just pop out of the thing. Like I can show you. Let me see. Let me show you like the regular art for it. Yeah, like look at the difference between these two. Like yeah, like oh, but like it's I don't know. I don't think my camera can show it, but like you can tell, like the cards pop out. It's not just like a full art. There's like more to it. It's very nice, very very nice. I'm not upset. I honestly like I pulled 8 starter decks. None of my cards were usable. I think the best card I hit was an Atherin pilot, which also just got a tournament alt art winner. So, anyways. All right, this one I'm just going to skip to the end. An alt art Gundam LR plus. Not too upset about that, but definitely not one of the better. I'm happy to get an LR plus, but there are definitely better LRs. But I'm okay with that. It's one I don't own. Let's see, 2 more rares, more Shars Haku 2s. No, Unforeseen's good. It is a playable card. People play that card. People use that card. People have that card in the sleeve right now. I've hit a lot of cards where there are people like wouldn't even put it in their binder. Gundam right now is more expensive, but that's more of like a product allocation versus interest issue. Ooh, okay, all right. You know what? I'll take the theme win. All right. I'll take the theme win that we got. We got the 2 boys. The Gundam versus the Shars Galgoog. That's actually really nice. Not the most expensive one, but you know what? I'll take it. I love this card. I'm not like a max rarity guy. You guys should know this for now, but like I don't know what it is about the Gundam arts. They just look so clean. I'm like, man, I really just want like the full arts of these. All right, another LR Buster Gundam, which is not one of the good ones, but that's fine. The Ilfrit might be worth more, which is crazy. Yeah, Galgoog LR is really nice. Yeah, some of them, like it's hit or miss, right? They also, there's no secret rares in this game. I think I said this already, but ooh, actually, Marita Cruz, I need more of that for surezies. But the what's I gonna say? Yeah, they have a lot of alt arts in this set. Ooh, Freedom Gundam, that's a big plus. That card is very good and very expensive. Yeah, LR is SR, yeah. It's the same rarity. Legao. Yes, Marita Cruz is very good. I would argue it's one of the better pilots in the game right now. And it's like, it's a $5 or $6 rare. Yeah, so there's no secret rare, which I think is, if this game had like a secret rare Gundam that you needed to have 4 copies of to have a meta viable deck, game would be kind of canned. So I'm happy that's not the case. All right, we also do get a guaranteed common plus version of a resource. I would appreciate getting either Wing or Aerial. Those are the 2 that I want. I'll also take Kshatriya as well, if we get that one. Ooh, Wing Gundam Zero, we'll take that one. That one's pretty good. Oh, it's over here. Also another Big Zam. Big Zam, baby. Yeah, it is. So this is like a weird issue. This is gonna sound like a weird, privileged issue. I have been playing too much of the Gundam card game. And when I say too much, I am playing too much of the Gundam card game to be able to do my job of covering the Gundam card game. Like, it's insane. Like, it's really bad. It sounds dumb, right? Where, like, oh, you know, he makes videos for a living for card games. He should have ample time to do so. No. And Big Zam. Yeah. Yeah, well, I've been a pretty lifelong fan of Game Grumps. So yeah, as soon as I saw Big Zam's reveal, like, 2 months ago, I'm like, oh, and Big Zam. Before this game was announced, that can't be true. That can't be true. There's no way that a 45-year-old, a regular Char's Galgoog, a 45-year-old license that Bandai also has part of. Do you think Gundam is more fun than One Piece? If I was to be super honest, I think the mechanic system lends to what I like a little bit more. It reminds me a lot of Hearthstone, as someone who hasn't played Hearthstone in any competitive sense in over 3 years. So I do appreciate that gameplay style. It's something that I've missed from playing other Bandai card games. But I don't know who has like the better ceiling for it. So I will say that there's like 200 cards in the game right now. There are 4 different colors that exist right now. You choose 2 of them and make your deck. And despite all those constraints, there are easily like 6, like every color combination is viable in some capacity, and some colors have like more than one archetype based around them. So it's been fun from like a deck building sense. Sometimes like I think like the life mechanic can be like, I like the base mechanic. The base mechanic in the game is fascinating. I'm a big fan of that. Sometimes your life is just like, ooh, Justice Gundam, woo. Sometimes you just lose. But I do like, I think like One Piece deck construction is pretty limited. And so I've been really enjoying the additional challenges I get to do when building Gundam. So that's been why I've been liking it more. Yeah, Star Deck 5 for Gundam, yeah, for, what is it, the purple color with Iron-Blooded Orphans, right? Is that right? I can't remember. But I would say July was probably the lowest month for One Piece in a long time. And so when there wasn't any tournaments or anything to really do, it was a welcomed distraction. Ooh, another unicorn. Pew. All right, we haven't hit our Common Plus resource yet. We've got 3 packs left. I think we're owed a little bit more too. So we'll see. Gun Cannon. Ooh, I do like that card. All right, 2 packs. I don't think so. That hasn't been. All right, the reason I'm laughing. There are 8 different designs. There are 8 different designs in this set when it comes to your resources. There are 8. I have a favorite. My favorite one is Unicorn. I already have a playset of Unicorn resources. So this is clearly the worst one for me. To the point where I asked people in my community to buy some. I didn't keep track of how many I bought. I ended up with 2 extra ones, and I just sold those 2 extra ones. And now I gotta sell a 3rd extra one. Womp. But that's all right. Yeah, I don't know if One Piece is. There's been like One Piece is just like in a weird spot right now because like, all right. Also, double plus off the last pack, please, 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 please. It's just Ariel, which is still fine. That is still fine. The fact we got Freedom and Wing Zero in the pack. These are 2 of the most expensive cards. I think this is 40 each. I still have to. But also these, having 2 LR ones, especially ones that are like, you know, spoilers. Char and Amuro fight each other all the time. It's cool to see both of those. I might keep those. Was I a Gundam fan prior to the card game? Kinda. Technically, so the card game was announced about a year ago. And I knew that I would, as the guy who apparently can only cover Bandai card games, I knew that I was going to at least cover the game a little bit. So I started watching some shows. I've made some Gunplas. I just finished watching G-Quux last night, like literally last night. And as someone who watched like the original Universal Century series, like it was super cool. It was a really, really good time. So I'm definitely like a poser when it comes to like the Deep lore, but I've been enjoying what I've been watching so far, and Unicorn is definitely one of my favorites. There is like this weird inverse relationship though, where if the mech is really cool, the show is maybe not so cool, and vice versa. Because I was watching G-Quux, and the I'm not a big fan of the design of G-Quux. I'll be like the mech. The show is awesome. And I finished watching the show and I literally immediately ordered a red Gundam high grade set to build, which we might do on stream. But yeah, Iron Blooded Orphans is what it's literally what I'm watching next, especially since it's going to be the next it's going to enter the card game soon. So they're around 25ish now. All right, that is okay. That is okay. All right, well there's our Gundam box. We've got 2 more boxes of One Piece OP12. Gundam, yeah, I do have an issue where I've gotten better about it. I'm pretty good, but I will still occasionally forget to put damage after I'm attacking to my opponent's unit. But any plans to cover Riftbound? None. 0 plans right now. If Gundam didn't come out at the same time, like if Gundam didn't come out last month, I would say there was a strong chance for it, but I just can't spread myself that thin. All right, there's like, okay. I've heard that Iron Blooded Orphans is pretty dark, which isn't, I don't mind dark, edgy animes, but that's what everyone says. They like their face drops. They're like, man, just prepare to be depressed and existential. All right, double rares. I'm gonna go kind of quick through these. So I'm sorry, I'm not doing the streamer thing of like, double rares, we got them. But we've gone through 2 boxes and we haven't hit a Luffy SR, so that's concerning. Yeah, I really, it sounds weird, especially I'm not like with what we have like 200 people concurrently watching this right now. I just kind of ended up here. This was not like kind of like the end goal of like streaming and stuff. You know, a lot of what I wanted to do was just kind of provide resources for games that I love playing and that I just felt like needed resources. And now I'm just kind of here. Now if someone above the age of 40 asks me what my job is, I kind of have to be like, well, I'm kind of like a live streamer who makes content. It's for a card game, but it's not like poker, but it's also not Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. And it's just weird. It's weird how I got here. So yeah. So like this is no, I don't think that this is no surprise to anyone, right? This is my full-time job, but my full-time job is like this is kind of like the casual Fridays, right? Where like, oh, you know, sometimes if you're at a job, one of your days you actually get to do something fun and not something awful. But I think it's what people see like my YouTube and Twitch content a lot, and they think that's like the majority of what I do, or like we gotta rage you. But a lot of the stuff I do is like sitting in this chair and going over deck lists and doing like website development, a lot of that kind of stuff. So, and event casting. Event casting, I definitely leaned into a little bit. I enjoy doing it. And personally, ooh, okay, we got our first Luffy. I did mention we needed a Luffy. We got a Luffy. Woo. But when I was like, you know, 5-ish years ago, there wasn't really like a standard or like a scene for it. And so it was something, and I think like another Kuma, nice. We got 2 of these. That's actually very, very, very happy for. I do want a Bonnie, but this is very nice. Yeah, web content develop. Yeah, but that just like, that usually begets more questions. And you know, I'm not embarrassed, but like I keep it vague because like explaining card games is just too much effort. But if you're too vague, like you start like, how do I say it? Like you start making it sound like you do OnlyFans or something, which I don't want to. I want to steer away from that. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, Roman, you might get some additional questions for like, oh, why are you in Vegas this weekend? Oh, well, it's for a card game tournament, but it's not a poker card game tournament. It's for like I've had that conversation a bunch of times. But yeah, I'm a taxi driver. Yeah, I don't know. People are like, oh, do you mean an Uber driver? What's a taxi? But yeah, this first house has been pretty empty besides the secret rare. Man, I'm getting all kinds of distracted. Yeah, at that point, just say that I'm a poker player. Yeah, but yeah, like the event casting and that kind of stuff. I think that dragon. That myself, Brian Brown, our android, and George Moniz, Aspira, I think that we're definitely like some of the foundation, at least on like a grassroots side, to get content creation and like live stream coverage more stabilized. I think that Bandai has put more effort and priority for it, but like 5-6 years ago, that it was not a thing. It really just depended on if someone showed up with a camera that day, and half the time it's just like they record it and they didn't have internet at the venue, which is all this is totally fine. But I think one thing, a boa alt art, that is very nice. That is a nice one. So if I was to say what for anything, it was mostly just putting like an emphasis on like, this is a competitive game that people play, and if you are playing like a game competitively, you want to see other people play competitively, right? And you want to see results for that kind of stuff, which is most of what I do now. Is just like I fell into kind of this pocket where there was a need that people wanted that we just wasn't filled at the moment with things, and now I have like I think like a lot of more contemporary competition in that side, which is good, right? But it's been a weird journey to just say like, I was just kind of like pigeonholed into this kind of stuff, and then like here we are. Is the game online or online? Yeah, it's IRL in stores, but Bandai recognizes webcam events in North America as official venue for competing. Ooh, another Perona. Nice. I do like this art. I know like it's like not the style of anything else for the set really, but this is some fun Perona art. This is a good one. Yeah. I see you're doing your pre-release later this week. Nice, 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 nice. But not in Europe, not in Europe, correct. Yeah, the Excel sheets, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did Excel sheets and then, yeah, it's crazy just how much like incrementally, puddings are rare. How much stuff has just been incrementally building. It's like, yeah, I just would make Excel sheets and then have like a little graphic. And this was before Eggman events existed. This was before like I had a deck builder, right? And so I think the only other thing that I would say that put me aside from competition was that I was just really consistent. And I think it's to this point, right? Like this is an exaggeration, but like if a tournament didn't, if an event didn't, let me say, if the event results aren't on Eggman events, did the event even happen? Like, who's to say, right? Like that's a joke. That's me exaggerating for it, but it's really to the point where I feel really fortunate that so many people recognize that, you know, I put effort into trying my best to get results up in like a timely manner and trying to get that information out for people, and people have been really accepting for it. Yeah, Schrodinger's event coverage. 2 rares, yeah. So and the other thing is that like there's definitely been more competition in the last couple of years, if you want to call it that, but sincerely, this is our first time getting this law. We haven't pulled this law all set. Yeah, if the number of Dawn cards on your field is equal to less than your number of your opponent's field, add to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set is active, then your Resonante and Heart Pirate cards gain plus 1,000 to the turn. There it is. We did get the alt art of the Demon Ostera Blade. But yeah, just to end this box, let me see anything fancy. No, nothing fancy. No alt art leaders too. I'm kind of shook. We've got 1 box left. I'm a little worried. But yeah, I think the only thing I would say is that yeah, I'm happy that there's like other deck builders out there and other resources. I don't think it makes sense for me like to be the only source or like the only platform for a lot of that stuff. The only thing that like gets me like sometimes frustrated is when like I'm a primary source, and sometimes it takes like, you know, a good couple hours for me to get like deck lists or get results, or like, and I think a lot of people think that like Bandai just emails me tournament results, which doesn't happen. But yeah, it does not happen. But sometimes people just like use my website and then they don't credit the source, or like they take the information and then they don't credit me if it's like the original source. That's the only time that I get like a little bit like, come on, you gotta. This took me you know, like 3 or 4 hours to do, and now I need to you know, like I'm not I went to engineering school, all right? I'm not a journalist, but you know, I know how to credit my source when I get data from someone else. So yeah, this is our last box though. This is our last box of the day. Last box of the day. Double rares. I will say, I know that we're going through this a little quickly. The first box was definitely our strongest box so far. I do think hitting 4 boxes and not getting an alt art leader though would be a bit insane. Ooh, you know what? Okay, we got 3 Kumas. You know, that is insane. I will take that. I will take that. Now we just need to pull an all art one, and then we're good to go. We got our play set. Even though I would appreciate, Bonnie's never. No one plays like 4 copies of Bonnie in a deck, right? Another dragon. Right, like it's like a 2 or 3 of, right? Yeah, Bandit has been, it's been, they've adapted a little bit, but like in Japan, I know that for a long time they just never collected data. And I know for like earlier Bandai days, like they didn't always like collect data, or they didn't like, there's times where I had to like hand find the players because legitimately the data did not exist. Like I literally was the primary source. Oh yeah, green Y, yeah, probably played 3. All 4 2-hitters. Oh, your ults are in the last 4. That's insane. There's a smoker list. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I would appreciate another 3-hitter though. Or you know what? Just an alt art leader. Doesn't matter. I'll take Rosinante at this point. Just give me something. All right, just give me something. Another Perono. I think we almost have a playset of that though. That's nice. Ooh, you know, a Mihawk alt art? I'll take this. I think this is our 3rd copy. Speak of Rayleigh. Honestly, like, yeah, Silvers and Zora, I think either one of those I'd be really happy about. Kuzan, Sanji, like, the rest I wouldn't be upset about, but honestly, I think Rosinante would be the worst one, but I would rather get a Rosinante than nothing at this point. I think this is going to be the last box I plan on opening. The rest I'll just pick up singles. So we will see. Yeah, telling me to play Zora. I guess so. Like, we got a good amount of... I think we've got most of our green stuff. I think, yes, Kasos, I think, got a... What's he playing? He's playing Zoro... No, I think he's playing Silver's Rayleigh, Sanji, and Rosinante. Rosinante was the one he really wanted. All right, another Trafalgar Law. That's our 2nd one. I would like to get one more Luffy SR. Just to be able to say that I have 2 of the 4 I need. All right. All right. Oh, we're missing the Law promo. That's true. Do you think OP13 Kuma? I think that's fine. I don't expect that card to be under $10 anytime soon. And I don't expect it to be... I think it's like we're losing Katakuri next year, and I think that the card can be like a slightly better Katakuri. So I think that should be enough in itself. Uh-oh, here, 1 second. I think they're talking about Costco Food Mart real quick. I gotta make sure that I'm not left out on this conversation. Hey, Yomi, are you getting hot dogs? I do want a hot dog. We got a hot dog. We're getting there. How many packs left? We've got 8-ish. 8-ish. But yeah, anyone who's watched this far, I'm sorry that the first 30 minutes are the best part of this video and that you're still here, but it's what it is. I'm losing confidence that... how much do you think? I'm not a price guy. I really don't. Like, I buy like a couple promo, like normally I open enough boxes to get like mostly play sets and then pick up the rest afterwards. So I'm not like a buy or sell kind of guy. I don't make like market watch content, so I wouldn't say that I'm the authority in that. Does your Costco have the new calzone? I don't think so. You like a good unboxing stream? Well, I'm sorry that you have to just watch this one instead. Oh man, 4 left. I could open up a 5th box, but I don't know, man. I'd have to find like another box for for my event next week, which isn't impossible. That should be fine. You know, compared to Gundam, where boxes are like a rarity. I don't expect One Piece has been pretty good, I think, for the last little sets. But man, if we don't get anything from this one, I might. I mean, we've got one more pack open, and there's no. Hey, we got the Luffy SR. All right, I needed that. I need another one of those. All right, where is? I might have to get you when you come in here. Okay. No leader. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, nothing. All right. Uh-oh. Hey, Yomi. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me. I'm gonna open a 5th box. I'm a menace. I know I have an issue. But admitting that I have the issue makes me have less of an issue. Yeah, 5th box. If with no all art leaders open, I gotta go for the 5th box. Give me 1 second. You're way luckier than I am. All right, I can get 3 more boxes from we can open one of these. No, yeah, so we'll open both. Which one do you want? No, I'll open the other one. Which one do you want? All right. Yeah. Work. All right, here we go. Guaranteed hitbox. Guaranteed leader. The issue is I didn't buy a whole case. The issue is that I bought I think I'm like, I should do 6 boxes, 3 for me, 3 for stream. And then I'm like, you know what, I'll get a 7th box. Why not? Just in case these other 3 boxes are bad. Which I'm gonna say the 3 hit box was the 7th one. But now I have to find 2 boxes. It's fine. You guys are enablers. Can you do a rewatch of the poll? It's gonna be you can watch it on YouTube. We're co-streaming on YouTube right now. All right. There are a couple of SRs I need anyways, right? I'm just talking myself into bad business decisions. We'll be fine. Kalgara, double rares. What time is it? Okay, it's like 3 p.m. That's not too bad. All right, we're gonna go a little quicker though. Your last 4 to 5 boxes involve in 2 hitters. Yeah. I'm going to Vegas this weekend, and this is a good lesson of just because you hit it once at the beginning, you should probably just leave. You should probably just admit that you got lucky early and you're only losing money from here. But now I get to talk into myself like, oh, well, now I've opened 5 boxes. So now I get 10 of the alt art Dawn. That's already worth it, right? That's a reason. That's a reason. Yeah, most boxes are 2 hits. I do, yeah. I do understand that. Oh, Perona, which I think we have a playset of now. That's good. There's a barky boy in the background, which you guys might be able to hear. All right. You take the other half, Mike. I didn't buy a full case. I promise. There's no other half to get. Quitters never win. That's true. That's very fair. That is very fair. You gotta win to win. All right, what do we get? What do we get? A Shirahoshi, so we have 3 of those SRs. I do want another Luffy though. And I think maybe we need like another Mihawk. I don't think Mihawk is. I guess some decks run 4 Mihawks, but it's not as like required. Garp. All right, if I'm playing Kuzan this Wednesday, I need some Kuzan. Angry Potato. He is an angry potato. We've been defaulting calling him like a gremlin. Because like, there are times where like, he likes getting like belly scratches, but then at a certain point, he gets like nervous. He's like, I want belly scratches, but they feel too good, but I want belly scratches. So he gets like all like gremlin-y. All right, and we got a Monkey Dragon all art. All right, we'll take an LR or an SR. Sorry, I'm sorry. I know. Just 1 month of playing Gundam and I'm already a One Piece poser. What deck am I planning to build? That's the set. I don't know. Defaultly, I have to build every deck to some capacity, but I don't know. It depends on what decks or what cards I can use. Yeah, corgis are considered gremlins. That's fair. SR plus, yeah, I know. Yeah, I should. Yeah, saying SR plus, just make sure everyone's mad. All right, that's halfway through this box. If I don't get another leader. All right, we got Trafalgar Law. We have 3 of those now. Please. Please end my unlucky streak. Ha. Kuzan all art for a rare, but it looks nice. It looks nice. Man, I think I had more value when I didn't open any boxes after the first one. I think I was like, all right. The rest of these boxes are prize boxes. Welp. Will there be a Wednesday night One Piece this week? There will be, yes. And I appreciate you guys being patient on those. Ooh, another Luffy. All right, we're not super upset. We're not super upset. Yeah, here comes the manga. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I keep looking at like the back card in case I see red. There's never red. It's always blue. You guys probably didn't hear it. I told Yomi that, hey, I'm opening another box because we didn't hit anything good. We haven't hit any leaders. And she's like, what? She's joking, but she started blaming me. She's just like, why did you do that? Why did you choose these bad boxes? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Like, she's like, what's your problem? Why do you just keep dodging the alt art ones? All right, Mihawk, we have a play set. All right, we're not upset. We're a little upset, but not really upset. All right, we've got 4 packs. I'm going to start from the bottom. Oh, blue background. Oh no. All right, double rares. 3 packs left. Robin. I think we have 3 of those now. Alright. Oh no, it's a Dawn. Oh no, I guess we knew that we needed this. Alright. Boyo. Boyo. Alright. Last pack. 5 boxes. No alt heart leader yet. There's 3 case, 4 case, 4 case, 4 case. Okay, all right. Somehow I stopped pulling from the top right when it's the leader one. All right. We've got Bonnie. We've got Kinemon. We've got Shanks. We got Lindbergh. We've got Ice Block Pheasant Kick. We got Carmen. Color of Arms Hockey. Nekomamushi. Morley. Zeph. Koala. And it's the Zoro. Hey, all right. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take the Zoro. I guess I'm a Zoro player. Hey, all right. I mean, I guess, right? I guess I can't be mad being a Zoro player. We got, let's see, how many Mihawks we got? We didn't get any Bonnies, but I don't think Zoro generally, from me playing, you did not get that. Best leader, he's pretty good. I think with restriction list, yeah, let's see. I think we got like exactly everything we need for it. That's right, we'll be the blinged out Zoro player. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Bad deck, trust? I don't know. I just kind of clicked some buttons and I was like 8-4 yesterday. It doesn't sound like bad deck territory. All right, after 5 boxes though. Let's see. Got a very pupset corgi in the other room. Shanks all art. Sanji. All right. You know what's crazy? There's cards in the set. There's no, yeah. The only red leader is there are cards in the set that can't be played in the card in the in any leader that's in the set. Which I think that's probably been like every set from this card game already. But like in particular, like, oh, you pulled a red card that costs more than 4. That's too bad. I hope you have other cards. Let's see. What about the Tashigi? Tashigi's not a... She's just a rare. She's just a rare, right? Right? We didn't get any all-art ones. I don't know if I've satisfied the Potato Goblin. He's been pretty upset. Now we got 3 of these. The next color is green, which we looked at. Blue. Let's see, we got... Is it just Garp? Is Garp the only SR for blue? I guess so, because it's the... Okay, which we got 4 of. Good, good, good. Technically, we have 4 Nico Robin, or 4 boas with the alt art. Next color is purple, which we got. I think we got 4 Reijus. 4. Oh, we have enough extra boa. All right, nice. So we can resell one of those. 4 of these. I think we got 3 of this. I think we got all the Nikos and sorry for, I'm probably not showing these all completely on screen right now. Yeah, we got 3 Shirahoshis, which is fine. All right. 4. Yeah, we do need, 1 more 4-drop Luffy, which is fine. We got another, we got 3 Kumas, which honestly I'm pretty happy about that. Shirahoshi. And then, we got a play set of everything with the alt art Mihawk, which I might keep the swag copy. And then also, I don't know. Again, I'm not like an alt art enjoyer in the fact that alt arts help rebate the boxes sometimes, but man, this is a pretty card, right? What a pretty card. Boxes seem like a terrible... So for me, it's good for me because I play I keep a master set. I also monetize opening boxes, so like I get like a little bit of kickback from that too. But the fact that I get just like a playset of everything and I don't have to worry about it, it's more for that. And it's fun, right? It's fun for opening that kind of stuff. So, but I think like the best way to do it, if you're like, you open like 1 or 2 boxes, you see if you hit anything good, and you just get the rest from there. Because sometimes you can open a box and then it can pay for the entire set for you. Let's see, so when we're missing, all right. After, this is Nika, the Kuzan stuff, cool. All right, and the SP. All right, well, to wrap it up, these are our big boy hits. We got Zoro Leader, we got Demon Aura 9 sword style, Astra Blades, drawn Dead Man's Game. We have Yasop, so those are pretty nice. This is just a regular alt art, but it's just a really pretty one. We got 4 Nico Raboas, we got 3 copies of Luffy, 4 Peronas, 4 Mihawks with an alt art, 4 Garp, 4 copies of Reiju, 3 Laws, which is fine, 3 Nico Robins, which will probably pick up another one, 4 Garps, 3 copies of the Shirahoshi, and then 3 Kumas, which I think this, of the 2 secret rares that exist, this is maybe the more expensive one, but I definitely want some Bonnies as well, so. Yeah. We've played solved metas before, but I'd say like the last year it's been pretty good at keeping it at its toes. If we don't get a restriction list live on our OP12 though, I can definitely see people being less invested into it. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what we got. And we got all arts of Boa, 4-drop Shanks, Dragon, Kuzan, and Sanji. There is a strong chance that I will list some of these alt arts on my Discord channel too, in case you guys want it. I'll just look at prices and stuff. So if you see that pop up, just make sure to reach out to me. I'm only shipping within North America and actually just inside US. I don't know if I'm keeping this. I gotta like do some soul searching if I want to keep it or not. Honestly, just having like 2 copies of this card like just feels really good, right? Just to keep it around. This card is like never the worst card in a deck, especially in like so many Straw Hat cards. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. We will, most people are saying within the next 12 hours or so is when we should likely know what the restriction list is. So I'll set an alarm for like 2 a.m. and see if they've been announced yet. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be gone this weekend, but yeah, we'll be doing some more OP12 stuff next week. We've got signups for our triple win a box next Tuesday. Sorry, next Wednesday is when they open, and then a week from Tuesday when the tournament is. We have Wednesday night One Piece this upcoming Wednesday with OP12 cards, and should be good. So yeah, we got 5. We got 5 boxes. Technically, I rationed for 4, but now I have to find another box somewhere, but that should be fine. So anyways, that's going to be it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. If you're going to any pre-release events or opening any packs of your own, good luck on them. Let me know what you got in them. If you got something cool, I'd love to see it. And that will be it for me. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.